Hey everybody, this is, I guess I'll clear first. This is a weekend check-in with the connection. So here we go. Thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest and most beneficial information coming through for the beautiful twin flame community that will join me here and see this reading. What is it that we most need to see, be aware of? What's going on in the connection? What are each of the twins dealing with in their inner worlds? How do they feel for each other? What would they like to say to each other from their heart? And where is the energy going in the near future? Okay, I've got the main cards shuffled here. Now I'm just going to pull some clarifiers or shuffle some clarifiers. Divine Creator, for showing us exactly what needs to be clarified in just the right way. Remembering that gender and time are fluid. Whenever you see this, may it support you, and flip the script if it resonates and you are a DM or a DF in whatever skin suit you find yourself in. Take it how it applies. It's just energy. Okay, here we go. And we have both divine masculine and feminine within, and I know for myself I can go into one or the other, and it's actually quite integrated sometimes to be in one of the energies that you don't usually orient in. Okay, so what is the connection space between the divine masculine and divine feminine? Oh my gosh, 10 of Cups with the star in the reverse. This is a really interesting one because 10 of Cups is complete emotional fulfillment and unconditional love. Okay, so what's actually coming to me? This is something that kind of breezed through my consciousness a few days ago about, let's say, one of those balanced thoughts where we check in and we ask ourselves how much we subscribe to the twin flame journey. Okay, so this is that kind of contemplation about whether this is destiny or not. We do have complete emotional fulfillment, so we do understand that our twin would represent complete alignment with who we are, what we love, how we appreciate the world, this experience, our lives. We see that in our twin, or we would not consider them our twin. That unconditional love that totally understands the other person in that light, with that foundation and the climbing up of through the karma and into this beautiful understanding of what love actually is, rather than the imprinting of the world and our societies. It draws into question whether past lives, destiny, bigger picture is what's actually going on here, or if it's just this miracle that doesn't need to be classified, is what I'm seeing. And so what I'm hearing in this combination too is that unconditional love suggests that even if it's not a destined plan, but we all know it is, even if it's not a destined plan, we still love this person unconditionally, and we've chosen them in our hearts. And isn't that a beautiful energy to even bring that into our supreme divine knowing, our spiritual knowing within each of us, that even if there wasn't to be a divine destined plan of ascension and love and this journey, that we would still be choosing this person. And it's mutual. Both twins are actually saying, even if this isn't somehow a higher plan, this is still my person. This is the one I did not know I would meet in this lifetime. How exquisite. That is true full embodiment, is what I'm hearing, of the love, of that divine love. Okay, so divine masculines. What are divine masculines navigating in their heart of hearts? Adept of Orbs. This is a card of preparing for communication. 4 of Pentacles. Okay, So divine masculines know they don't want to backslide, they don't want to take 2 steps back. So whether that's in how they're communicating with certain people or just in general with their lives, they want their foundation, their financial foundation, their 3D foundation. They want to have the things that they have worked so hard for, they want to protect that. They want to be diplomatic is what I'm seeing here. So everything that they're undergoing right now, they don't want it to be a setback. Just because their eyes are being open to increased ways of doing things, more beautiful potentials, new timelines presenting to them, and of course the twin flame journey and higher love, they still are in that very much wanting to protect and move slowly with any of the things that they're bringing into their lives at this time. They don't want to rock the boat. They only want sure-footed action going forward. So they're carefully thinking about what that means and how to communicate that, how to express that as a given in all of their interactions with everyone, with anything business or love or family dynamics, anything. They're just wanting it to only up from here is what I'm hearing. Okay, what is divine feminine? Navigating this. The star card again. So she's really looking at destiny, what it is to be on a destined path, what her bigger destiny is. And with the 3 of Swords. So this is heartache. So divine feminines are really just understanding profoundly the connectedness. The feminine embodies the intuitive knowing, the emotional awareness. I'm hearing emotional virtuosity. This is, is that the right word? Sorry, pardon me. I'm trying to say virtuoso. Divine feminine is the emotional virtuoso. She is the one that understands the full range, that is unafraid to experience the magnitude of the energy of emotion, spirit, as it connects, as it interconnects all of the threads in her life, the big picture. And so she's really looking and putting into context any of the things that have been triggering and tender and simple experiences in life. She is integrating those into her cosmic vantage point, her cosmology of what a lifetime is, what destiny is. This is philosophical integration right now for divine feminine. And on my table here, the star is pointing towards the divine masculine, so she's also integrating the journey, integrating the interactions, and I'm hearing gratitude for the stick-to-itness, the perseverance, the partnership, even at a distance with her divine masculine, and how neither of them have truly abandoned each other, that energetically and even physical communication, they are always working in tandem, even when the 3D doesn't necessarily support at that time. Okay, so how is divine masculine feeling for divine feminine? Oh, 5 of chalices. He's feeling the loss of love. He knows that divine feminine, there is a distance there. There are things that need to be healed, love that still needs to be communicated and seen. And the 4 of Wands, that's my twin flame card, the 1111 card in the reverse. So he knows that the connection has not been honored for this twin flame connection that it is yet, because of past scenarios. The 5 of chalices is about mourning past scenarios, loss. And so the progress is when the 2 of cups is seen. And what is that 2 of cups? The twin flame journey. So he is preparing for how to communicate about those things. And I'm hearing timing, being sensitive to the timing of that unfolding, but it is very much on his heart space for his divine feminine at this time. It is divine feminine feeling for the divine masculine. Here is the Emperor, the Reason card. She's using her logical mind. She is not allowing her emotions to get the better of her. She's gone into a more rational, logical sense, and Divine Masculine really is in that grief and loss and regret in certain aspects. He is also in this Emperor energy, or Divine Feminine wouldn't be seeing him as such. However, he is in more of an emotional condition right now. And with the Ten of Swords, Divine Feminine is understanding that her masculine needs to go through the emotions in order to fully grasp the journey, fully be in his energy, fully process on his own, but she has come into a more stabilized energy of clarity and is holding space at this time. She's not allowing what Divine Masculine needs as far as processing emotion to rock her boat. Okay, what would Divine Masculine say to Divine Feminine if he could say anything? I know that all of the foundations need to crumble. This scares me. I'm frustrated. I feel very much alone with this. I don't feel like I'm on my throne. I don't think I'm keeping it together in the physical right now. I'm having a hard time. So many things are coming down, one thing after another. I'm starting to see and I'm experiencing it. If it's not coming from within me, I'm having it reflected in my realm. I'm trying to find my new normal. I'm trying to find my equilibrium. I don't know what I want right now. I don't know which way is up, but I do know that I have the ability. I do know that once I see through all of the radical things that are coming to me, that I am going to be able to do things in a new way. I know I'm going to be able to focus on abundance in a way that I haven't focused on it in the past. And when I think of that, I think of our commitment. I think of our long-term plans together. I think of planning things with you, but I don't know what I want right now, so I can't communicate that. Oh, seems like a lot of frustration for the Divine Masculine collective right now. What is the Divine Feminine wishing to say to Divine Masculine if she could say anything? We get the Shadow card and the King of Wands. So that's some pretty cool mirroring, but if I've ever seen it, these are pretty close to the same message. So here we go. I'm seeing through the illusion, but I'm kind of in a position right now where I'm weeding through my views on sexuality and how I feel for you sexually. I am trying to balance out the illusions, where the lust is, where the long-term energies are, where I can be more unconditional regarding sexuality and our connection that way. I deeply desire a sacred sexual connection with you, but I'm still working out what that is. I'm still transmuting collective assumptions and earthly laws and things that I have felt like I haven't been able to get a handle on because it's smoke and mirrors and difficult stuff to work through. I don't know how I'm going to come through it. I feel your energy. I feel you going through the same kind of wrestling energy. And for now, I'm just going to do my best to hold the light, to try and see clearly, and just rest assured that I see you in this beautiful energy, and there's nothing that inspires me more than wanting to get through this, wanting to get into the good times, past the illusion, past the heaviness. I don't want that between us, and so in this time of taking space, I very much am processing. I'm making the most of it, and I'm growing, I'm learning. Every day, I'm balancing out sexuality, and I'm seeing you in that light. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt. I'm transmuting any of these lower vibrational assumptions and accusations, even thoughts, places where I have not held you in high esteem as far as the way that we have navigated this intense sexual connection that we have. Okay. Where are the energies going in the near future? Oh, Starseed, this is the Fool. This is the brand new beginning with the Queen of Wands. So the masculines are really being inspired by the feminine's deep, deep sensuality. This is the divine partner to the King of Wands. The divine feminine is stepping into full alignment with a sacred sexual partner, sacral, sacred sexuality, and really embodying the complete transcendence of lower vibrational energies as far as the sacral chakra has been controlled with disintegrated sexual energies. The divine feminine is actively recalibrating her thoughts, responses, her impulses, her attraction, and divine masculine is working on bringing all of those balancing energies and recalibrating. So I'm getting the feeling actually that divine feminine's behind the scenes transmutation of lower sexual energies into the more refined pure is actually one of the main healings that is rocking the divine masculine's world and creating tower moments. It's almost like the divine masculine is playing catch up and is at the same time catching glimpses of what's causing this catalyst in his life through the lens of his attraction growing for the divine feminine and the magnetic pull for this empowered and sacred new beginning, sexual new beginning, and physical attraction that way. All right, let's see. What have I been doing lately? Pulling a little advice. So this is for my divine feminine. Actually, I'm going to go to this other deck. It's for my divine feminines. Cross watchers. What is it that the divine, that's way too many. Divine feminines. One message from Spirit for the divine feminines today. The shining star, glow. I no longer dim my light, I shine it bright for all to see. So divine feminines, keep honoring your fullness of expression. Keep tapping into that integrated mind, body, soul. Balance your emotions, shine your light. Be you no matter what. Keep striving to find your inner peace, your inner balance, so that you can continue to be bright. And for divine masculines watching, what is the best encouragement for you? Thank you, Spirit, for showing us. Maybe that's not the deck to get it out of. We'll do the Starseed Oracle. What is one message we can see? Merkaba Matrix. Light body expansion, illuminated presence. Yeah, I'm just being drawn back to this tower moment that the divine masculines are having, and I'm seeing an egg being cracked open, hatching, the heart chakra, this green, expanding, and that illumination that the divine feminine was just encouraged to continue to embody, that healed sexuality, healed sensuality, healed fullness. That is kind of the last frontier with overcoming the lower vibrational energies. And so as divine feminine elevates into mastery of those things, divine masculine's world is cracking open. His heart chakra is cracking open, and he's coming into alignment with his own light body expansion and embodiment of the divine feminine within. Okay. What a beautiful thing. I am seeing very clearly the yin-yang and each of the divine masculine and feminine embodying that aspect of their divine partner, and that aspect of their divine partner growing and shining that light within and harmonizing, overlaying and swelling up within each counterpart so that they overlay completely instead of just embodying small aspects of each other. All right, many blessings. I will see you again soon.